Hello,
Welcome.
everybody, and welcome back to Educational
Educational
Football.
football.
All right, today we have a little bit of a different episode for you guys, but it's going to be an exciting one nonetheless. This is the first time we've had all four of us in a couple weeks, to be honest, and it's funny that it came at international break, but that's how it is. So, how's everybody doing today?
Doing great. Glad to be here, Richie. Thanks for working on the slideshow.
All right,
Me as well.
all right.
Jude, anything
Yeah,
new?
so
I'm just
any
happy to see you
thoughts?
guys.
No,
Yeah,
honestly,
very
me
happy to
too.
be here.
Oh, look at Jude's
Julian,
hair.
you're
He just
looking mighty fresh tonight with the quarter zip on.
this is just how I dress.
I guess before we start,
Right?
like discussion, I'd ask you guys, what do you guys think of international break and what it's really become in 2026, you know?
I think this one is significant because it's the last one before the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
So this one I think was
And
a big one.
what the reason, I guess, like the main reason for them, or the biggest advantage for them, is for international managers to understand their squad and understand how to play because you can like theorize a lot, but implementation is a completely different thing. And testing it out in game is actually like very important. So that's why you see big players starting this game. I mean, or starting these games. We saw Rafinha get injured. The whole Arsenal squad says they're going back to Arsenal camp because they're injured, but nah, I don't buy that for 1 second. Other than Eze's injury, maybe, who said he'll be out for a couple weeks.
He was injured before.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's important in a World Cup year, but we can move on to this video is mainly going to be about international squads and our predicted starting lineup or what we think should be the starting lineup for them. So we can go ahead and get started with England. We're going to do the big European teams. So we can start with England. Can you guys see the names there?
Not really, honestly.
I can.
Do you have glasses, John?
I actually might need to put on my glasses for this segment. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty small. Sorry. It took me, if I'm missing anyone, by the way, speak up because it took me, I did this kind of fast. But here we go, starting with England. Now, left wing spot. Or maybe we could start with the back.
Let's start with keeper. So
Okay.
I mean, you didn't include Nick Pope or Ramsdale, but I don't know if they get in anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pickford's gonna get it because he's been the goalie, but
Absolutely.
Trafford is very good in my opinion.
Trafford is a good backup. Trafford is like probably one of the best backups in the tournament. But Pickford is.
I don't know. He is established. I guess you haven't, I can't think of back to like a blunder in the World Cup that Pickford had. So, and I might be misforgetting things here, but nothing that speaks to me, you know? Jude, John, you guys agree with Pickford at goal?
I like
Yeah, he
Pickford.
always performs for
Hold on,
England.
hold on, John. John? What team does Pickford play for? What club does he play for?
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know I'm the personality hire here. I thought about pulling
Let's
Claude up
go.
on my phone and asking him questions right now, and I decided like, nah,
He
let's
was
log
gonna
out here.
search Pickford in his Safari search history. He's gonna have Pickford. Yeah, but Jude, you agree with Pickford?
Yeah, I mean he's always great for England, and he's been playing really well the last couple of weeks leading up to international break. So I think it's a given. But I think
Yeah.
Trafford pretty rightfully deserves it over Pope or Ramsdale. I mean Nick Pope doesn't
Yeah.
start for Newcastle anymore, and I don't. I mean Ramsdale. I don't think either of them are national level goalkeepers.
Yeah. 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 So we all agree on that. Now this is where it can get better. Goalie's kind of a gimme. So let's start with right back. And Trent's not mentioned here. Honestly, I forgot to include him, which is absurd, but he didn't even make the call-up list this year. And it's not because of anything but tactics, as Thomas Tuchel mentioned. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think Trent like is a player who's so inevitable he needs to be starting, or is this just how it is? Because he seems to have started like for proper teams like Liverpool and Madrid, but in England it becomes no, he can't start because he can't defend. I mean, I don't know. It's honestly kind of baffling to me. So what do you guys think?
I think whether or not
Um,
you want him to start can be more of a matter of preference and opinion, but I think him not even being called up at all is that's just crazy to me. I mean, he's somebody that you at least need to have in the squad. I would personally be starting him just because he does have that impact on the games that he can play in and, provide these big moments, but I mean, I guess Tuchel just isn't rocking with him or just doesn't fit his
Yeah.
tactics or whatever, but I don't think it's the right play.
Was there more of an explanation than just it's tactics, or was it really
Not
just that
really.
vague?
Not really. Some people have theorized it's because Tuchel doesn't like the guy because Liverpool, when Trent was playing for them, have really hurt Tuchel in the past couple of years when he was coaching PSG. I think Liverpool eliminated them. Julian's shaking his head, but this is true that he's coached many teams and I think Arnold always like made an impact in those games and gave Tuchel a L.
It would be
That's what.
surprising if that kind of like personal history
Obviously
was the
not.
impetus
Obviously not. It's just like
for
a kind of a
that.
joke,
I
but
don't
like
think
still,
that's.
like something to mention.
Yeah, I agree with Jude. I think like I totally understand him not starting for how Tuchel wants to play, but I feel like I know it's limited squad, but I feel like you should bring him just as something different. It's also like especially because he's something different, and he also is like a player with he feels like someone who can make something happen in a big game. You know what I mean? More
Yeah.
than like Livermento. So I feel like not selecting him at all is kind of crazy. Selecting Maguire, but not Travis.
Hey, I think Maguire definitely deserves a call up. We'll get to that in a second, but
Not
He does.
Kyle Walker
Yo,
not
come on. And
included.
he's always nice for England.
He is. He
Yeah.
is.
I just want to say Kyle Walker not included. He wasn't called up, and I don't
he
think he
retired.
deserves it. He retired from England, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, Reece James wasn't mentioned here because he's injured currently, but do
He's
you
right
guys
there.
think he should be starting right back or midfield? Oh, he's right there in the midfield. I didn't even, okay, never mind. I did include him. So do you think he should be starting midfield or defensive midfielder or right back?
Nah,
Definitely.
totally right back, bro.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's uninjured, yes. But he's put in a good duties at defensive midfield this season. But I guess because England have a surplus of that mold of player, then you're good.
Do I see Gallagher on my screen in midfield?
No way you
Yeah.
putting
I mean, he went to the last World Cup,
you
but
put
no,
Gallagher and you didn't put
or
in
last
Wharton. Hold on, you put in Gallagher and you didn't put in Wharton.
Wharton's not in there. I thought Wharton was in there.
John, what team does Wharton play for?
Look, man, you can't keep throwing this shit at me, man.
All right, all right, all right.
You want
Hold
the
on, hold on.
podcast?
Okay, look.
I will keep
John,
talking
enough,
about your
enough, dude.
looks.
Let's just talk about it. Okay, let's
Okay,
move into so we think Reece James should be starting right back. Let's move into central defenders. I think Gay has to be one, obviously,
Yeah,
right?
I think yeah, he'll be starting.
Stones should not be starting. He can't play a game for England or for Man City without getting injured. Tomori, I don't know. I like Maguire.
I like
I
Maguire.
like Maguire.
I know I'm
Maguire is a
partial, but
leader.
he's a leader. He's tough in a way that I think is valuable for the team. He's not afraid to push, to fight, and I think that he has a lot to contribute to England this summer.
I agree. I completely agree. I know Julian was telling me that he thinks Konsa should be starting in defensive center back, and I agree. I think he has a good shout for it, but I think you might want a Maguire character in the World Cup when it comes to it. I mean, Konsa's playing for Aston Villa.
yeah, I don't think it's like a crazy difference. I think Konsa's in better form. Maguire is really good in the air, which I feel like again can make a big difference in like
Yeah.
especially in the World Cup in a tournament like this. I feel like they're both gonna go for sure, but I feel. I mean, what do you think about the? Who do you think will complement Gahey better for the partnership?
Hmm. Maybe Konsa would complement him better, honestly.
John, what team does Konsa play for?
Dude, stop. It's taking up too much
No,
time.
and
Last
Richie
one.
literally said it, and I like zoned out and forgot.
Jude, what do you think who would complement Gahey better?
I think just because of his history with England, like the national team, I would be starting Maguire. But I don't think the drop off, like Julian said, would be too humongous. I just do think it
Okay.
is that bit of experience and like leadership that he can bring that probably edges him over.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So,
Here's a question. Because I think this goes back to the point about Maguire being good in the air. How much, and maybe this is a broader conversation, so we can just touch on it quickly, but how much of the current Premier League, dominant style of play,
Richie's already smiling. Richie's already.
do you think that we're going to see, how big of an influence do you think the current Prem style of play, specifically the set piece focus, is going to bear on this World Cup? Because I think that also kind of factors into when you're considering Maguire, and especially how good he is in the air.
I mean, I think we tend to see international games always be a little bit more cagey, a little bit more a little bit less open, back and forth. A lot of teams are going for the win, right? So it's a lot of teams that are stuck in defense. They're being a little bit more cautious with their attacks. So you do see like moments like set pieces kind of affect the game a little bit more than you might see at club football. I mean, I think he is a great asset to have in that area of playing. So, I mean, I think,
Definitely.
yeah,
I
I
think.
want
Go ahead, Julian.
I want to say that. So I think we all agree on Gahey, Konsa, Maguire. I think the last one is Kwanzaa. I think Colwell's been injured like the whole season. Even if he's fit by then, like he won't be in shape. I think Stones. Well, actually, would you select Stones?
I think you select him, but you don't play him
Yeah, no.
until like the last. You need
ever.
you. He's the last center back to
So
go.
would you pick Stones over Kwanzaa?
I would. Stones has been incredible for England. Incredible. He's
Yeah.
probably, you look at the past 10 years, he's probably one of England's best, most consistent players during that decade. So I think
But Is,
he
is
has to
Stones
go.
is Stones injured right now, or is he just not playing?
He played in the England, one of the first games in this international break, and he got injured. And it was his first game in months, man, months,
Okay, and then
weeks.
Tamori is not going, obviously. Okay, left back.
Left back, I think it's got to be Hall, honestly, over
Agreed.
O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
As good as O'Reilly's been this season, it's just I think you need like somebody who is more of a true and out left back. And I don't know, Hall just seems like he's someone reliable defensively, very reliable defensively that you might need in the World Cup. O'Reilly is good for maybe when you try to do things tactically more with inverting fullbacks, but I don't know. I think we all just like have a sense that Hall is good value for it. With that being said, what happens to Luke Shaw, Miles Lewis Skelly, Nico
Kill Luke
O'Reilly?
Shaw. Kill Luke
Look,
Shaw there.
I love Luke Shaw, but I mean, I don't think
He's been good for England.
he's been good
It's
for
He's been
England,
classic.
but I
decent.
think with
Yeah,
the
but
It's
talent that you have
2026.
available,
Dude, it's
it's not
genuinely
urgent to
2026.
let me with the talent you have available, it's not urgent to prioritize him. I don't think that's worth it. And I think Jude is right too. He's getting up there in age, and I think that's a factor.
I mean, he's been pretty decent for United over this stretch with Carrick.
Yeah,
No,
but
absolutely, but you have to
he's
also
been all
remember
right.
you also have
And
to
he's not
remember that
better than any alternative that England can bring on.
Yeah.
not
Okay.
to mention
Okay.
that's
So
one game a week, if that. Sometimes one game every 2 or 3 weeks.
yeah.
Dude, I miss him.
So I miss soccer in general. So okay, if you have to bring in two left backs, do you leave MLS out?
I think you have
Nice.
to leave MLS out, to be honest.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
difficult. I think form is like one
Yeah.
of
I
the
mean, what
things.
what is Tuchel going to base him on? And that's just sad. That Julian, has he played in any cup competitions or anything?
He's played like a little bit this season. I feel like we're seeing him less actually as the season goes on.
It's funny.
I
I
haven't
never saw him.
I haven't seen him in like a year, dude.
I haven't seen him since
And
last
I
year,
couldn't
yeah, it's
even
been
tell you what team he plays for.
okay.
bro.
But I think Hall is a great starter, especially like you can see him working well with Rashford, and especially because Reece James goes in the midfield. Hall gives you something different on the other wing. And I think Nico O'Reilly could just be there as depth or again like to offer something different. I think it's
So
like
yeah, okay, yeah.
obviously.
Now midfield,
You didn't
we
even put
have
Rice in the midfield. Okay, how? Come on, bro.
man, dude. Okay, my fault.
Dude, put Madison. I'm looking at Madison on my
Put
screen,
Rice.
dude.
Can I just say?
Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Can I be honest? AI helped me with this. I
Yeah.
can't.
Can I just
My
say,
God.
Richie, you've been badgering us for like 3 days to film this.
You put
Yeah,
Madison,
you
but
didn't
you
put
put
together this
Rice.
slideshow until like 30 seconds before recording.
Okay, now let's just say Rice is in the midfield as well, and not as a cam. Okay.
Okay,
So, do you guys think Nico O'Reilly should be implemented in the midfield, maybe as a sub,
so
or keep him left back?
I think keep him left back. I think. Well, here's what I think about the full midfield. Pretty obviously is Rice, Anderson, and Bellingham. I feel like we all agree that Rice has to start. He's been like one of the best
Yeah,
players
he has to
this
start.
season. He's
Absolutely.
been great for England. I think Anderson. You could talk about like Warren also, but I just think based off of like Tuchel's time so far, he's really liked Rice and Anderson, and I feel like that's just worked. I feel like it's moment you got to stick with.
Wharton's very good, but I think if you have Rice, I think you're good on that front. I don't think you need Wharton and
Yeah,
Rice together.
I think he should definitely go, but I feel like Rice and Anderson are just like pretty much a lock. Gallagher
Yeah.
not being selected. I don't know why he put him there.
Anderson, I mean, it's pretty Yeah, no, I mean, is it? I don't know if he's 100% gonna go. Like he's relatively new to
Anderson,
this. Or sorry, gonna start. I mean,
I feel like
I
he's
think
been starting.
yeah. I mean, I think especially with how he's been playing this season, like he's for sure earned it. And what also helps him is that there's not too many alternatives.
I mean, you could put Bellingham there and Palmer as the 10,
No,
theoretically.
you can't.
Why?
Bro, that's not his position. That's like wasteful.
What?
Archie did not have a single reply.
I'm
You
saying don't
actually
start
left him
Elliot
speechless.
Anderson. I'm saying don't start.
You're saying put Bellingham where Anderson is. That's not a good idea.
I think you could play Bellingham and Rice next to each other, and they could serve as that.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
but Anderson gets you like more touches on the ball and more passes to the team than like Rice and Bellingham together do. Do you guys think?
Yeah,
Here's the bigger question: is Foden going to this World Cup?
I
of
don't think
He's
course.
not
so.
starting.
Of course he's gonna go. Of course he's gonna go.
He's not starting.
Really?
You can't not bring Foden.
You can actually, because even when he was good for City, he was never good for England.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
true.
but that's not like
That's a
it's
great.
not
Yeah.
that's not like you like you don't not bring him because of that. It's not like he's
Wait. So
24
you
years
don't
old.
not bring him because he's been ass for 5 years and he's playing even ass in his club team now. You don't not bring him.
Okay,
I think
Honestly,
it's
I
about
don't
the
think it would
numbers.
be the biggest loss not to bring him.
hold
I
on,
think
hold
it
on.
doesn't
He's
hurt
24 years old.
to keep him on the bench.
I think he's unfortunate because England has a lot of number 10s, but I don't think if you think about Bellingham, Rogers, and Palmer and Gibbs
I,
White, I think those four players would all go before Foden.
yeah, Gibbs White. I don't know. Maybe not
Maybe not
Gibbs
Gibbs
White.
White, but
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think it's unfortunate. I just think it's
It's
a
funny because has Bellingham had a better season than Foden this year? No. Has
yes,
He
Palmer had a
has.
better feat?
Yeah,
yes,
he has.
yes, he has. Foden has not. Where has Foden been, by the way? I
Foden
forgot
has had
about.
a shit. I don't know why you're trying to act like Foden has had like an
Hey
average
Jude, when's the
season.
last time
Haven't
you
heard
watched
from
Bellingham play in a Madrid game? When's the last time you watched Bellingham play
He
in a
got mad.
Madrid
He
game?
got mad. He got proud.
No, seriously. I know you haven't watched him once this
He
season.
got
That's the
proud.
funny thing. I know you haven't seen him play once this season. He's been injured for so many months now.
He got
And
pressed.
at the beginning of the season, it's not like he had one game, good game against Barca. That's what I remember.
Can I,
That's the only
Wow,
game I can
so imagine
remember.
how bad Foden must be playing to be worse than a guy that's that bad.
Dude,
Who says
Bellingham.
he's worse? You're the one who's saying he's worse.
I forgot you. I
He's
forgot about
low-key
your
worse.
Bellingham agenda.
can I just say?
Nah, dude. All right.
Can I just
This is
say?
ridiculous. No, hold on. What makes Bellingham have a better season than Foden?
Foden is playing like dude dog dookie, bro.
Is Bellingham even playing?
Bellingham
Bellingham's
is
been
not having
injured.
Bellingham is not having a horrific season. Okay, here,
What are you
here's
talking
your-
about? Jude,
Yeah, but
Bellingham
him
hasn't
being
played well.
injured and
John,
Foden playing
hold
poorly
on.
are different.
You guys aren't forgetting the 2 months where Foden was electric and kept City in the title race.
Electric. Okay, electric is crazy.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Who was racking up all the goals? He was playing so nicely as well. Champions League
Okay,
as well.
that was
Do you guys
like
remember his?
6
I know what
months
happened.
ago, dude.
And then what happened? He had another
Is
kid.
that
He had
dude?
another
Dude,
kid.
hold
Yes,
on. You're saying that was 6 months ago. That's this season as well. Bellingham was not doing anything during that time, and he's been injured this whole time as well. That's
This whole
ridiculous that you
time
guys
you're
like.
exaggerating about this whole time. But either
Nah,
way,
dude.
Bellingham.
The Bellingham glaze is unbelievable.
Do
The
you
Bellingham
really
glaze is unbelievable.
Nobody's saying he's
This
had a
guy,
great season. Nobody's saying he's had a great season, bro. But Foden has just had like such a shit season. There's no upside to bringing him.
Bellingham was also played better for England. Like
Bro.
by
yes,
far.
he has. Yes, he has. But I'm not
Name me
saying
one,
start
like,
Foden
name me
over
one
Bellingham.
Name me one Foden England moment other than passing it to his glorious assist to Eze.
That was
All
a
right,
good-
bro. I'm not saying start Foden over Bellingham or even start him, but you have to. I think you have to bring Foden. Honestly,
I would bring Rogers over Foden. I would bring Gibbs White over Foden.
I would bring Rogers over Foden. I wouldn't bring Gibbs White over Foden.
Gibbs
But
White.
you're not.
Gibbs White
That's the
question.
thing. Foden can be brought with also bringing those
Do
guys.
you want to bring 3 number 10s or 4 even? Because what about Cole Palmer? That's what I'm saying. There's not enough space for him.
Hey, man, I don't know. I
Especially
don't know.
because Cole Palmer can do something off the right or Rogers could do something off the left. Foden can like really only play the 10 and he's not even good at that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like to your guys' point about
We got him. We got
bad
him. We got him.
seasons, Palmer has been having a horror season.
Yeah.
Palmer
He
has been having a bad season.
I see, but I still think that he can give you moments that
Yeah, Palmer
Foden
scored in a
can't.
Euro final as a sub.
That's
He's
true.
also more
But
versatile.
You disregard how bad he's been this season. I
Yes,
agree with
right.
that. I completely agree with
Also,
that.
I
I'm
And
think
just
also
Foden
the
saying,
as a
thing
sub
is like
gives you more
Foden
than
has
Foden.
had his chances though.
Bro, can you imagine like you losing and then you sub in Foden, bro? Come on.
And like
Foden hate will
Foden has
not
had
be the Foden
Palmer
hate
has
is clay.
It's not
Palmer
What, you
even
has
sub in
not
Foden
had
Foden?
as
hate. It's
many
like Foden
chances with the
apathy. Like
Palmer
he's not
hasn't even
relevant
had
enough to hate.
Palmer hasn't even had as that many chances with the national team, while Foden has. Like if you're gonna pick one of them, you might as well pick the guy that's been promising while playing for England, rather than the guy that has a poor track record.
Remember Palmer's assist to Ollie Watkins in Netherlands?
Yes.
That was good, right?
I don't know what to say, guys. Is
By the
Morgan
way,
Rogers starting?
look at this thing. No strikers listed at all on the sheet. None.
Because
Not
Kane
one.
is deleted the striker one, but I have them all three on the top of my head. God damn, we've taken 20 minutes to talk about England. God damn it.
Okay, wingers.
Good thing we don't know.
Wingers, hold on. Who's starting is Bellingham and Palmer starting? If you're
No,
starting Rice,
No, I think it's one or
if you're
the
starting
other.
Rice, Elliott, what's up? One or the
and
other. Wow.
Rice, Anderson, Bellingham, easily.
Yeah, I think so.
You guys are horrific. Morgan Rogers needs to start.
I just could start. I can see.
That's horrific, bro. This Bellingham, this thing about Bellingham being the best midfielder in the world when he
Um,
hasn't touched a ball in like 6 months is absolutely unbelievable. Morgan Rogers needs to start.
I
I
think
mean, I
he'll play
could
a lot.
very well also see him starting like a good amount of like group stage games and stuff.
But I also low-key think Bellingham needs to start. But Morgan Rogers, no, not over Rogers, not over Rogers. I'm saying take.
You
Hold on,
just spent like 10 minutes.
John, just stop. No, I'm not saying over Rogers. I'm just saying like you have to make like maybe Elliott will leave. I don't know. Bellingham is somewhat inevitable, I have to admit, but he shouldn't be like he's not as valuable as those other guys. Now we can move to the wingers, I guess. Madueke will be great off the bench, absolutely great. Does Bowen
Don't
what?
laugh at that. That's true. Don't laugh at
That
that.
is
I
true,
think that's
honestly.
true too, honestly.
He's been a great sub this year. Bowen, I mean, who are you looking at first on the bench, Bowen or Madueke?
I would say Madueke is I think him. I think he's had I don't know,
He's
Bowen is
definitely
really good.
Bowen is great, but when you want like that X factor moment, as you're saying, I'm looking like I thought Madueke was not up for it previously, but this season he's proved me as like a
He's been
sub who's gonna get on and go crazy.
he's been decent for England, and I think it's also important to think about variety and like off the bench. And I feel like he's different enough from Saka that he could win you a game if Saka isn't doing it.
Exactly, and so Saka will be
Madueke?
starting.
Yes.
No, you guys should discuss this
Dude,
seriously.
camera significantly worse for anyone else.
Yes, it's so bad,
No,
bro.
like dude
It's like
actually froze out of shock when you said yes.
no, but Julian, do you agree with Jude's Madueke? Like he's not.
Look, he's not like top, but I think off the bench he's a solid option.
Yeah, I
Who else?
guess,
Who else would
but
you put? Who else would you put?
I mean, I think the winger options are pretty bleak. But I mean, I guess he'll come on and make himself busy and stuff. But I mean, I feel like he doesn't have that many decisive actions within him to like come on and win a game, like he said. But I mean, he is, he has been fairly good this season, like decent. So yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Now Saka's always been pretty good for England, but he's not been great this season. But we still trust him as starting right wing, right?
We
Yeah.
Yeah.
do.
Now, John, this one's for you. Do you think Rashford should be starting left wing over Gordon?
I'm gonna say yeah. Put
Okay.
Rashford in there.
Well,
What team does Gordon play for?
I know. I don't need to know what team Gordon.
hold
I know
on,
enough
hold on.
about
What
Rashford.
team does Rashford play for? What team does Rashford?
Oh my God, what's a great question.
Barsha.
Wait, close one.
No,
Yeah.
no. Come on. I know all the Man U stuff. That's my.
Rashford's been
So
good this season, and like obviously Rafinha came back, but also Rafinha's gone now, so I think he'll have like another big chance to prove himself. But I feel like Rashford is
Nah, it's over. That there's no more, no more. I
no
think
more what.
he'll be playing for England, but there's gonna be no more proving himself.
Rashford.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's
I'm
past the
saying
point
he's,
of proving himself, but I think he has a lot to offer. Not in a way that
yeah,
I
I
think
I
he's
think
gonna
mean,
he'll be
like
good.
be like a
I
lightning
think he'll be
strike,
really
but
good.
I think
I
he'll
think
do
he would be
solid.
good for England as well.
I
I
think
think
he'll
he'd
be
be good
really
for
Yeah,
good.
England.
he does perform for England, to be fair.
I
But
think he'll be really good.
Yeah, I
All
agree.
right,
I
100%.
agree.
Okay, now this is, and I think Gordon obviously also goes. A big one. Also, I think you could play
Definitely.
Morgan Rogers off the left sometimes. That's
Yeah, you could.
A
You
big one.
could, although I think he plays better at the 10, but you could.
Who are you selecting behind Kane? This is a big one.
As the number 10?
No, I'm saying like who are your backup strikers?
Oh. You
Uh,
have
the last.
Ivan Tony, Delap. Delap over. This
I'm,
is
I'm,
gonna be like funny. Do you guys think you should bring Solyanki?
I would bring I would bring Calvert-Lewin over Solanke.
Whoa!
Yeah. No, I would.
He's actually had a decent season.
I think
Does Ivan Tony get a call up?
none of us have watched Saudi, bro. We have no idea how he's doing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I think Ollie Watkins does.
Oh yeah, Watkins. You think he doesn't go?
I feel like he's been
He might
Yeah, I
have
don't
to
think.
start over Delap. No, he might have to start over Delap.
I think
Seriously.
he might get in like on a technicality of there not being that much, but it's been poor.
I think he's pretty bad.
Do you guys think Delap should like
Stop
go
saying
on
his
as a
name,
sub?
bro. Stop saying his name.
Yeah, genuinely, I don't know why you brought him up.
Who?
I'm picking Solanke and Calvert-Lewin over Delap
Okay, but okay, yeah,
because at
fair.
least those two have they're mature.
Yeah,
Delap,
I agree with you. I agree
he's
with
gonna
you. I
be
agree with you.
lost. Can you imagine him in the World Cup? He's not gonna know
I
what's
completely
going
agree with you. That's what I was gonna say. Do you take Delap over any of those two? But I wouldn't. Yeah, I agree.
on.
Yeah, okay. And I guess that's it for England. You know?
All right, that was 34 minutes. So
Yeah, this is the longest
That's
one,
a big
definitely.
topic. That's a big
Yeah.
topic.
Moving on. Okay, now we have France. This should be relatively easier. But this squad, I think this might be the best squad. And me and Jude were having this discussion
Mm,
how good France really is, and he was saying they're
mm.
number two, but they do. I think they have the number one best squad.
They
But
definitely have the best
who to
squad.
who?
yeah, it's
Hold on, tell me. I said number one. You were like, nah, Spain is better.
yeah, Spain is definitely better. No,
Spain,
squad wise, France. But team wise, like who's better as a team? I think it's definitely Spain.
Dude,
They just.
I might low-key give it to France.
But what has France done for you to believe that?
I mean, you look at the players they have, and I'm also looking defensively. I think they're a lot stronger than Spain. But like that attack in midfield, um,
But why didn't you? But like you could have said the same thing during this UEFA Nations League, and you could have said the same thing during the Euro 2024, right?
Nations League. I mean, yeah, I mean Euro 2024 it wasn't great.
It
I mean
wasn't
that's
just not great; it
true.
was horrendous.
That's true, but you're looking at the way the players are playing leading up to like the new form that Chouameni's in. He's been looking great this season. You look at the addition of Ekitike and Cherki and Elise. I think if the midfield, Deschamps can pick out his best midfield. I know a lot of people are tired of seeing Rabiot play
He's
fucking
gonna
every
pick out
game,
Rabiot, by the
but
way.
he loves him. I mean, I think if they get like the midfield balance right, like they, I think. I mean, I think they're probably the best team going into the World Cup.
I think that's harsh to say.
I
That's not
agree with
crediting
Richie.
Spain enough.
I agree with Richie. I think they still have a lot to prove as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Spain and like this the football they were playing in the Nations League was absolutely scintillating. It was just
Then
golden. And
define
like
scintillating.
just like it was beautiful. It was very nice. Like, bro, that's the one thing you said in I swear to God, like 10
John,
minutes.
what team does
I'm
Upamecano
gonna
play
be
for?
honest, guys.
What team does
I like
Upamecano play for? Go
my
ahead. Go
brain
ahead.
like
Go
powered
ahead.
out. I was pushing so hard to like keep up with the England thing.
What was that rapper that was like, man's not nice? Who was that?
No clue.
Remember the interview where he said quiet, scintillating, and they said define it, like you define it. That's what John just asked me.
What team does Kone play for?
He's not, whatever. Okay, let's talk about this lineup anyway.
Okay.
Now, on the right, Gusto, I think. Although that's kind of,
Yeah, I mean,
questionable.
what happened to? I don't rate Gusto. What happened? I wish Kunde was doing
Dude,
better.
there's 10
I still,
players on this field.
yeah. Also, this is a crazy
And
graphic.
also,
You
what
did
is the
not.
halfway line? Dude, like, did you get Naya to do this?
Bro, hold on. The
The
middle.
halfway line doesn't finish.
Okay, dude, it's fine. It's not that big of a
Also, the
deal.
France flag is vertical for some reason. Like, why is it sideways?
Bro, what? It's spinning up and down, dude. Like, nah, John's done nothing but make fun of the slideshow.
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
all
like,
he's done.
that's my contribution this episode, you guys. Don't worry, when we
Julian,
get to,
bring us back on track.
yeah. It's fun.
I think.
Have fun
I
in
think-
the spirit.
Humanizing.
You haven't said a word.
Yeah, let me go. Let me go. I think my non.
Start us off.
I don't think
Yeah,
Chevalier is
let's
like.
get us.
I don't think Chevalier is even necessarily worse at all than Manon, but like
Yeah,
Manon has been starting. I think personally, I don't rate Gusto. I'd never have. I don't think he's that good. I just think he's lucky that Kunde is injured and like wasn't playing well before that. So
I think Kunde will Start though
You think,
over
yeah, I hope he
Gusto.
starts. I think Saliba and Konate. Upamecano has actually played a lot for France, I feel like.
People have been saying you don't even start Saliba, or Deschamps won't start Saliba
Dude,
because he
Deschamps does
loves
not like
Konate.
him.
Yeah. He loves Konate as well.
Loki,
So
I think either. I don't think it's going to be too big of a difference.
I absolutely Konate versus Saliba, bro. Look at their individual seasons. It's
Okay,
been one masterclass and one joke.
okay, you're right. Okay, I shouldn't have said that.
And
I feel like
Saliba's amazing in the air. You need him.
I feel like he'll still do better. I feel like Konate is not going to play as bad as he's been playing.
No, he won't. You're right. But
But
still,
but yeah, I would pick Saliba on the left. Who are they?
it must have cut out. But who do you have on the left?
Oh, oh, I guess Hernandez. Who else? I look him not.
What happened to Jude,
No,
bro?
bro.
We lost him.
Yeah, when he comes back, it might do the same thing that happened with John.
He just
Maybe his
texted, "Did
computer
I
died.
just die?"
Bro, is that a sign?
No, man. Come on. How many more slides we got?
Dude, we're
A
doing
lot.
this is a good video. We're just gonna go quicker.
We need to
Okay.
power through. We need to not discuss only discuss the high level players from now on.
No, bro, that's not it. We have
I
to do
do
our
look good.
lineups.
Wow, I do look good.
All right. So we say Hernandez on the left. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Tchouaméni starting in the midfield.
yeah. People are really hyped about Conte, but I don't think he starts in 2026. I don't think he starts.
You're back.
I
Yeah.
think Turkey deserves to start.
Yeah.
I feel like he could. He's the type of
I
player who
I
agree.
think
could really
Turkey
shine
should
in a role.
start.
Yeah, I agree.
He could really do a lot.
Now, so is your midfield three? I think it should be Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Cherki.
That's solid.
But Camavinga won't start. He won't start him. He'll start Rabiot, I think.
I feel like either way, it's going to be a lot of rotation and like frequent subs and stuff.
Yeah. Now this is the issue though.
Right.
Deschamps will put Olise at the 10. That's what he's been doing.
You can't be mad at that though.
Put him on the right. Why are you putting him at the 10? But I will admit, France against who
Brazil.
did they just play? Brazil? Olise, man.
Camera is so bad.
I know.
What's
Yo,
wrong with
Dude,
it?
can you wipe
Can you, like,
wipe it?
Yeah.
Wipe it.
Just use your
You look
sleeve
so bad.
and no, it got worse.
It's worse.
Fog it.
It's worse.
It's your overhead light, Jude. It doesn't help. Get
I think
get in the dark like Julian. I'll do it too. Watch.
I think obviously
Am I
Mbappe
more like
starts
alluring
at the
like Julian
striker.
now?
And
Jude, we can't see.
why are you in
Nah,
why are
this
you in
is
the
good.
dark?
This is good. This is like dark mode now.
It's lucky not that much worse.
For Jude?
Okay, so I think Mbappe definitely starts obviously, and I think Ekitike comes in for him. I don't think Thuram plays that much this tournament. I would put in Ekitike over Thuram. They're pretty
Dude,
different players, but I feel like
Mbappe loves Thuram though.
Yeah.
They also play pretty well together.
Now yeah, so what's your front three?
I would say Dembele, Mbappe, Olise.
I
Yeah,
know that's what it should be, and they could be fluid and move around. But
and then
let's say,
I think Doué and Barcola are like the next two that are like right behind, especially Doué. I love Doué.
yeah, Due and Barcola definitely very good.
I
They'll
think
come on.
Barcola hasn't played enough for France.
No, he hasn't. That's just an insane attack. Honestly, the best attack. Unbelievable.
You know what? Do you think Lucas Digne starts over Theo Hernandez? Theo Hernandez, I feel like hasn't been good. He's like riding off his reputation, but I feel like he's
Yes.
been that good.
Where is he playing right now? No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, my fault. Yeah.
Lucas Digne, he's fine. I think he's good. He puts in a good
No,
delivery.
Dinya will be good. Yeah,
He's
but
good.
yeah, that's good. We can move on now. The Dutchman. Let's start from the goalie. I think Verbruggen gets it pretty
Verbruggen for
easily.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Their defense is looking good.
Yeah.
I think Timber starts. I think it's like three really good options, but I think Timber definitely starts.
But what do you do with the other two? Do you not play them at all? Do you play Frimpong as a right wing?
I
I
think it
don't feel
depends
like
on how you want to set up the team, but you got to give Timber the nod given the season he's having.
100%.
I don't feel
100%.
like Frimpong at right wing actually works. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but it's different in the World Cup, honestly.
I think it could come on maybe.
But that's crazy to not start Dumfries either. I know he's not been as good this season as previously, but he's a good player as well.
He is. He
Yeah,
is.
we can move on to the center backs. Van Dijk will start. He'll get the start. Now do you guys think Ake starts? He's had a pretty bad season when he's come on, but that I think the FA Cup game honestly does a lot for his reputation. Just that
Oh,
one final.
And what
Was one
about
game enough though?
what about Delict? Delict's been
If
good.
he's back, he's been injured, I know, for a while.
For
I
months.
think either of
He should
them
start.
start over Van Hecke.
I don't know. He's been having a pretty good season. I don't think Ake gets in.
I'm not. You don't think
Yeah, Ake
I
might not be able to get in. I know it's been like the coach told him if you're not playing, you're not gonna get in, and he's been fighting for that. But yeah, I don't know. De Vrij, I could see starting as well.
De Vrij.
De Vrij.
Van de Ven.
Van
Van
de
de
Ven on the
Ven
left. He'll
Van de
start
Ven's
on the
like
left.
been exposed for a fraud at this point though, low key. We know what he's about.
Okay, but him being the best player on the team is different than him being a servant on your team. I
Yeah.
mean, Tottenham don't have, you know?
Okay, midfield, Gravenberch I think definitely starts.
Yeah.
I think Reinders starts.
Yeah. I mean, even though I mean that's just a lack of people because we've seen how poor he's been for City.
I believe in him though. I know he hasn't been great for City, but I think just like as a player, he's good. And
I thought last year in Milan, I saw him have some really nice games, but he
I
seems
think like
completely out of it.
I know, but I feel like I feel like in a different team, he could do really good.
Yeah.
And then like, I guess Chevy Simmons low-key performs for Netherlands. I hate him though.
Yeah, he's a weird player. I
What
don't
about Frankie De Jong? So do you think?
let's
I think he could start over. I think he could start over.
Grinders.
I
It
think
depends. I think Reinders or I mean Reinders can't play the 10. He plays like an 8 but a weird type of 8 that just like kind of crashes the box and runs with the ball up and down every now and then. So I think you have to play Frankie De Jong over Reinders and have a typical 6 Gravenberch, 8 De Jong, 10 Jabby. Now looking at the attack, Malin might start at right wing. Where is he playing? Malin, sorry. Where is he at right now?
he's at
Roma.
Villa.
He's still at Villa, but he's
He's
been
at
injured.
Roma.
That's why he hasn't been playing.
Yeah, he
Roma
hasn't
right
played
now.
them. He's at
Oh,
Roma.
he's at Roma.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Now, Timber's brother is on the left, you know.
I've never seen him play in my life.
Yeah, he plays for, I think, a German team.
No,
Plays for Marseille, doesn't he?
Gakpo's had a horror season, but he's been good in the past for Netherlands. So.
Yeah, he has. You know who's good, though?
Mhm.
Lang. Noah Lang. He played Galatasaray. We watched him cook against Liverpool.
Yeah,
Mm.
man.
He's good, bro. He'll definitely come off the bench, I think.
Is he still injured? He got his finger like destroyed, chopped off.
You can
He'll
play.
be bad. He'll be fine. But Gakpo will probably start. And then up top, do you start Depay or Weghorst?
Depay. I mean, neither of them are great, but
You
I think
Brobby's Dutch. You got to start Brobby low key.
Robbie could. I like him. He could do something. I think you start Depay.
Definitely. That's a good striker to have on your side. They need him, bro. Depay is old. You got to get out with the old.
Yeah, but Robbie is so limited though.
I know, but this Dutch team honestly does not look nearly as good as it used to.
Yeah,
This is
It's so poor.
I don't
that
think
attack is horrid.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not. That's pretty sad.
that's why I could see. That's why I know I said earlier, but I could see Frimpong playing right wing.
Yeah, they really they lost their opportunity. They were in that final against the World Cup final against who?
Spain.
Spain. They lost their chance there. They lost to Argentina. Yeah, they've lost their chance with their golden age. We can move on to Germany, who I think is a very, very good team. All right, now moving on to Germany. Does Neuer start?
Can't tell you who the other keepers are, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Neuer starts 100%.
No, like I don't watch German football at all.
Me neither.
I don't know
Right
who any of
back.
these guys are. I'm gonna be so. I don't
Yeah,
know who half of this team
I don't
is.
know who right back is. Jonathan Tah will
Why?
start.
Why did he put the slide in, bro? None of us know this.
Well, we know. I think the attack, and we
Who
know
was
some
Havertz.
Anton, bro?
All
Who
we
was
know is
Anton?
Havertz on here, by the way.
Okay, hold on. Rudiger, Schlotterbeck, those are valid. I
That was
think
two.
Rudiger
We
and
were
Tah will
looking
be
for a
the.
third.
You're just
We couldn't find
you're just
it.
recognizing players.
Bro, I'm talking about the center backs. What
All
the
right,
hell? I actually can't get a break here. Okay, Jonathan Tah and Rudiger will be the center backs. Left backs, give it to Raum. Give it to Raum. Give it to Raum. Give it to Raum. Then Goretzka will start and Kimmich as well, I think. Now, this is a.
But will they do Kimmich at right back?
Oh, yeah, yeah. That could very well happen. Because then you could play Goretzka and you could play Musiala and Wirtz if they're trying to play Wirtz, which I
You
don't know.
can't play
Some people have been
Musiala and Wirtz.
critical. Huh?
I don't think you could play Musiala and Wirtz in the midfield, both of them.
Well, that's how they played in the Euros.
Is it? I didn't know that. It is?
Some
Oh,
people, yeah, yeah. Some people when City were trying to get Wirtz, they're like, we can see Foden and Wirtz playing like Musiala and Wirtz for the German national team. But Wirtz and Musiala didn't really link up that nicely in the Euros, so people are skeptical if they should be playing at the same time. Now, in a team like Germany, does Wirtz's current form in the Premier League this season come into play on how much playtime he gets for Germany?
Yes.
Jude?
I mean,
John says yes.
I feel like, Nagelsmann does like him and he does call him up a lot, like he does utilize him. I don't think there's much to suggest that he won't be playing him too much. Maybe if it's like a rotation system between him and Musiala, but I guess I don't know. He'll have to do something big, I think, this tournament to change a lot of the growing negative
Yeah.
perception around.
Do you think Wirtz has like hit a level poor enough this season over time that it's like it would be valid for him to not start?
I mean,
Or do you think that's
yeah,
just like for Germany he has to play because he's one of the best players
I
on the
think for
field?
I think
Germany,
him
yes.
being like the German star boy too, alongside Musiala, but him like does play in his favor. Loki, it's Foden-esque. We could call it that.
Uh-huh.
Now let's talk about someone who isn't on here, which is Carl.
I
I
thought
can see
Leonard Carl, bro, this is so weird. I definitely put him on, but
I can
yes,
see
Leonard
Carl
Carl will be playing.
winning
Yeah, he will be playing. He will be playing on right
great
wing. He'll be
tomorrow.
starting for right wing.
Yeah, I think he could be starting. I don't think I think the competition is to him. I think Sane and Gnabry in 2026 is crazy.
Okay, so you could start Wirtz left wing potentially, Musiala at the 10, and Carl on the right.
Nah,
You wouldn't do that.
I
We've
don't
seen
think.
Wirtz play a lot on the left wing this season.
Has it worked
How is that
once?
gone, dude?
Has it worked once?
No, not at all. But I'm saying, like, would you rather that or have Gnabry or Sane starting?
Just blow the.
Loki, I Sane could do better than Verts at left wing, I think.
Fair. I believe in Sane as well.
And then up top, okay, Loki,
Havertz starts, I think.
yeah,
Yeah. Or Woltemade.
No.
yeah.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's Germany. Now we have
No
Portugal.
way, there's another team, bro.
There's Spain after this.
Yo, and also, hold on. In all seriousness, skip Portugal.
I think Portugal's a pretty good one.
Is it, bro?
We'll do it quickly, okay? Three,
Okay.
two, one. Costa will start. Nunez or Dallo? I think Nunez at this
Nunez,
point.
Nunez.
absolutely.
Yeah, it
question.
should be Nunez.
Yeah. And
I hate
then
Dallo. I hate Dallo.
does
Dude,
Ruben Diaz have to start? He's had a pretty average to not great season, I feel, recently, especially.
I think he's been good enough for long enough to where he
Yeah,
deserves.
I agree. I agree. I guess left back, Nuno Mendes definitely starts. That's gonna be what a player, man. Remember him? We watched him score at the Sam's house. We saw him go crazy against France, actually. In the remember that?
No.
yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, it was me.
I,
It was
I
me,
yeah, I
Jude,
don't
and
think I
Julian.
was
Julian
actually there.
actually. Julian left for work. Cancelo, does he come?
Yeah,
He's
I
on
think he'll
Barca
make,
now,
Why
so
not?
yeah,
he'll
Yeah.
make the squad.
yeah. João Neves, Ruben Neves. Wow. João Neves starting.
The midfield is looking
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, Bruno
no
Fernandes
question.
at the
The
10.
Vitinha,
Ooh.
Neves, Bruno
No
is looking
question.
good.
Bruno.
Bruno is starting.
This is a massive tournament for Bruno. Honestly, massive. This is his chance to
But you know what though?
really.
I think if they do poorly, you can't put it on him necessarily.
No, no, not at all. Absolutely not. You have a Champions League winner at left back who can do everything on the field. He's carrying a lot of the weight as well. You have Ruben Diaz, regardless of his current
Yeah, but
form. I think.
also I think that like Ruben, I think that Nuno Mendes like he's not gonna be as free flowing as he is at PSG. You know what I mean? I don't
He
think I
won't, but
don't
but at the same time, like he will.
it'll be good.
He's capable of bringing that moment of beauty.
I
Of
think
Vitinha as well. So that's a good.
really
Yeah, go
quickly
ahead.
just on Bruno, I also think the confidence and the intelligence that he's going to come into the World Cup with is something that he didn't have in previous years. He's grown a lot recently, and I think the remarkable
Yeah.
performance that he's been consistently putting on this season, I think he's going to come in ready to not necessarily show himself because I think he's done that pretty efficiently, but I think really make his mark in Portugal.
I think that's a very valid point. I think this season, especially, we've seen him really mold into this new role where he's the main man 100%, and he seems like a great leader for the team, and he seems like somebody everybody looks up to. And I mean, people are saying he's getting shouts for Player of the Year, so I think he's going into this tournament with the right mindset.
I think the front three is where they really start to lose it.
Yeah.
I think Ronaldo, wrap it up.
I don't think he should start.
Yeah. If he's starting, they won't. I don't think
They
they're
won't
gonna
go that far.
Dude,
get much out of him.
you just know he's gonna start though.
He's
He's gonna
literally
start.
Yeah.
He's gonna
known.
start the first game, and then going forward after that, he's gonna be.
Ramos should start, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And then
even then, that front line is still pretty weak.
It's not that.
yeah, on the right you have Neto, probably will be starting. That's not great. And Leao, who knows how he's doing this season, honestly. He's rapping half the time.
Genuine question. How many minutes does Joao Felix get?
He might get, I could see him in like the round they're getting eliminated in. If they have a horror tournament, like first round of the playoffs games, he comes in like the last 5 minutes. And
Yeah,
I could just
that's
see
good.
them, yeah, something like that. But that's Portugal. Anyone have anything else to add?
Spain.
No? Let's finish off with Spain. Okay. I think the goalie is actually an interesting debate here. Does
I think
Raya get some shouts? I
I
think he
think
does.
I think like João Garcia should start 100%.
Agreed.
Now, what
Yeah,
teams? John, I noticed you nodded your head. What team does João Garcia play
The
for?
one that we both are thinking of.
I feel like he's definitely played the best this season. I don't think Unai Simon is too much of a step down, and he
I
obviously
know Unai Simon's been good for them though.
he's been good for them. But I think like Garcia is like top three in the world.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't. We can't undermine Raya as well. He's had an amazing season. He's had he might be the Premier League goalie of the season, honestly.
Yeah, but I still think Garcia is better, to be honest.
He plays in a yeah, okay, right
Garcia
wing.
is like more like reliable. I think he's solid.
Yeah,
Right back.
right back. I mean,
Is Carvajal still injured? What's Loki? What's going on, Jude?
Dude,
no,
Carvajal could not start.
oh, he's been back. He's been back.
It'll most likely be Llorente.
Yeah,
Really over Poro?
I think
They
Poro.
like Poro.
Poro. I don't like his face. I don't like looking at him.
Okay.
I think Llorente is better for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Does Kubarsi and Hoyson, is that it, or do you get Laporte in there as like a more of a senior guy?
I
Dude,
think. I
I
think
think
We
we need
saw,
more
Laporte
experience in the squad.
is he even gonna get called up though?
of course, he got called up while playing in Saudi for the Euros.
Then I think he should be starting.
Yeah, yeah, he had a great Euros, I remember. He's definitely still capable, I think.
I would
But
start
I
him
haven't
in
seen him
him
this
and
season.
Cooper.
Not Hoyson. Kubarsi's had a
No.
pretty questionable season, but as has
Yeah,
Hoyson.
but he has been he turned up against Newcastle lately, and a lot of the burden of the defensive
Yeah,
duty does fall to him at Barcelona. And still being so young,
fair.
he has played really well with Spain in the past, so I think he.
You don't think
Now,
you don't think there's an issue with two young center backs like that though?
yeah, that's the thing. That's
That's
what I
why you
think.
put. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cucurella, sorry, but Grimaldo there is really nice as well.
Yeah.
Cucurella?
Cucurella.
Mm.
Then Zubamendi will start along, or does he? Does
No.
he? Jude,
Yes.
Julian, what do you guys think is the midfield here?
I rate him. I don't know why some people are saying he's not that good. I think he's really good. And I feel like Rodri is like not 100% yet. I definitely think he's Zuzman when he starts. I think Marino has been like strangely good for Spain, but he definitely doesn't start, but he'll definitely go. Obviously Pedri starts, and who do you think the 10 is?
Low key,
Sorry, can you repeat your midfield really quickly, Julian?
I was
Those
saying
back two?
Zubimendi, Pedri, and then
dude. I think
maybe Olmo.
Fermin Lopez has a great shout based off of how he's been
I
playing
mean
this season.
Lopez.
He's good.
He's been
He's
Fabian
good.
this
Fabian
season.
Ruiz will play a lot also, I think. He was really
Yeah,
good last
true.
tournament.
I mean, I
Do you
think they
guys
have
think
a lot of options and
A lot of options.
deciding how they want to set up.
do you guys think Rodri definitely shouldn't start?
Zubimendi is just more on it. I don't know. I haven't been convinced in Rodri since his injury.
I don't know. I might have to disagree with you. I don't think Zubamendi, I don't know. I think we have different opinions on how well he's been this season.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Zubimendi has been playing well enough to kind of do away with all the credit Rodri has built up. And I don't think
I also
Good since his injury. I don't think he's been nearly
I
as
don't
good.
think the gap in their ability, even since his return from injury, has been large enough to like warrant him starting over him.
honestly, these next 7 games will matter. If Rodri doesn't still plays pretty bad, then no. I think you have to look at Zubamendi. But Rodri played
That
very
too.
well in the FA Cup final. He played very, very well. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess, these next 7 games. Regardless, this is the point. Rodri does things that Zubamendi does not do as a six. And Zubamendi cannot, I don't think, be the main anchor as the six. I think you need, like, Pedri is very great, is amazing. But I think you need somebody like a Rodri in that team. You need kind of someone more back there. I don't know. I don't think Zubimendi and Pedri's traits as the eight and the six potentially will be enough to hold up a defense or to act defensively.
That's valid. I hear it.
But Rodri is old again. But yeah. So Jude, you said Fermin Lopez at the 10, not Pedri or not Olmo. I mean,
Uh,
I hear that.
I would probably leave Olmo on the bench and maybe break have him as an option.
Yeah, fair enough. We know he's a great sub, especially for Spain. And then you have left wing Nico Williams. Up top, who do you play?
I mean, Oyarzabal has been
He's
pretty
been the
fire
man for
for
Spain.
Spain the last couple of years, and he seems when this front three plays like they seem to be very fluid in their attacks, and he does seem to mesh with them well. So
Yeah,
while that may be
agreed.
like a point of worry for Spain, I think it's mitigatable.
Yeah, I think he definitely starts. I think Ferran is good. Like obviously, like everyone clowns on him. But I think he's actually good and he could do decent as a sub. There's also that one dude from Porto. What's his name?
Samu.
Who's on sit?
Jude Froze. Jude Froze.
We
Jude
lost
says
Jude. We
Samu.
lost Jude.
Semu is good. I don't know what role Morata has to
Uh,
play in this team, but they
Yeah,
they talk about him because he's like a leader, but like he's
no,
not.
he won't. You know who? You know who is Spanish? Nico Gonzalez on City. Do you guys think he could
Oh,
get in? I think he'll
I
get in. I don't know if he'll start.
I think he's worse than Rodri and Zubimendi and stuff.
I don't know if he's
There,
that much worse than Zubamendi.
that's what I was gonna
Can
say,
I
but
can I
I
can I say
Zubimendi is good.
something
I don't
though?
know.
yes, Jude.
The Spanish emblem in the middle of our screen says plus ultra. Anybody else notice that?
Hey, it does. Is that like part of the
Where?
actual thing? In like the ribbons?
I don't know. Maybe. Jude and Julian, do you guys Zubimendi or Nico Gonzalez?
Zubimendi.
I don't know. Probably.
Don't do this. Look at him. He's so happy.
I think there's a case for Nico Gonzalez, but I might go Zubimendi. I don't
Yeah,
know. That's
I
just
think based
I'm only
on
saying
like
that because
play.
he's played.
Yeah,
I
and I
mean,
think he's played longer. You know, he does have a little bit more acumen. You do give it to Zubamendi at the moment.
Yeah.
and then lastly, I want to say I think this could be a tournament where like Yamal could like unanimously become the best player in the world. I think like this could do a lot for his legacy.
Yeah.
I
He's
feel
low
like it
key
will.
already. He low key already might be the unanimously the best player in the world.
No, I'm
But
No, but
saying
if
I
he,
think he is, but I think there's still some discussion. I feel like he could really like like just like increase his.
what if
I,
Mbappe goes crazy?
I feel like he's already top, but I feel like he could really do a lot for himself
I
in this
also
tournament. You
think
Okay.
know
with
what I mean?
Yamal, like
Fair.
He could like build
he
legacy here.
really, and I think Yamal is also
Okay.
thinking about that. He's
It's
really
fine.
stepped onto the stage of the football world, through the Euro and through playing with the international team, and he's looking to really
Yeah.
cement his
S-
position in history this summer.
Yeah. So now with all of that, I guess I want to ask. We there are also some teams we didn't mention. Belgium, Norway is now in it with Haaland. Who do you guys think is going to A, win the tournament, B, be a or B, be like a sneaky bad team, and then who's the dark horse? Just quickly.
I think sneaky bad team, like team to do bad is Brazil.
You think?
That's
I
not
think
true.
that
Okay. It's almost
Yeah.
nuts. I didn't even do their lineup. I didn't think of them. That's how poor they've
Igor
been.
Thiago at the nine, bro.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
We're good
Why
off that.
didn't I do Argentina
It's really
either?
fine. We can do
Whatever.
like we can do like different continents, in other
Yeah, okay.
tournaments.
I think Portugal are going to do bad when everyone thinks they have a good chance at winning, and I think a sneaky good team will honestly be Norway.
I low-key have the same answer. I think
Okay.
Spain is gonna win. I think I don't know if it's a hot take, but I feel like Germany is still bad. I don't. I still think they're not gonna.
Yeah, I could see that.
Norway is like at that point where like they're clearly not like one of the best teams, but I think if they come up against a team that's like not in the top 20, like they could demolish them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're like right under the top team, so I feel like they could do like well in a group stage.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Spain will take it. If not Spain, then France. In terms of not necessarily that this is a team that would surprise people for doing well, but I think England is going to go further than people anticipate.
Really? Why do you think
I
that?
just think the squad they have and the chemistry that they have is something that is really gonna show out.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, well, there you have it for our international talk. We can move over to. Okay, so since Salah is retiring, this graphic of Premier League players from the past decade is kind of coming up and been reemerging in different and Twitter channels. So I want to ask guys, is this level of skill completely eradicated from the Premier League and this level of quality? And if we were to make a, I guess, picture like this of five of the best players, who makes it in?
Yeah, I would say to answer your question, like low key, yes. I feel like it's lame to be like the guy who reminisces on how things used to be and says everything is getting worse. But also like looking at these players, like I don't know, I don't think like the top players nowadays are this good, honestly. You know, like
Yeah,
I don't feel like they're there.
I agree. I agree. If we look at I think the easiest way to do this is we look at the big six and we pick out one player who would make this infographic from each of them. Let's start with on the left man, your man Ozil on Arsenal. Who would be on this? Who would be depicted here?
Rice.
Rice
Would
over,
you not put one of the center backs?
yeah, Gabriel.
You could also put Gabriel. We have a couple options. Saka in previous
Not
seasons.
this season.
Yeah, let that shit
That's
go.
I said previous season. Okay, I think you could put Bruno for
Yeah,
sure
no
for
question.
United.
Bruno, 100% call that a day.
I think you could
And
put
probably
Holland.
sneak in Ugarte with that one.
Yeah. Haaland goes up top,
Yeah.
but Cherky is probably the highest quality player in the league. Maybe Bruno's really
Yeah,
nice as
Bruno.
He's
well.
not. He's
So
not
we'll
better
see.
quality than
Bruno
Bruno.
is higher. I agree that Cherky goes over Haaland though, but I think for the purposes of this image, it's Haaland.
Eradicate Tottenham for Chelsea because
Put
Tottenham are about to get relegated.
Garnacho in place there.
Even then, like when you think about, I guess when you think about Chelsea, like their best player is probably Reece James, but that's like you don't want your best player to be your right back. You know what I mean?
It would be
So
Cole
that's
Palmer going off of this
Yeah.
graphic.
It would be Cole Palmer, but it's pretty sad. I mean,
he's also ugly, so putting him on like a big graphic with like
Nah,
his
that's
like
true. He's got to do
nah.
something about his hair. I'm sorry. He's got to get that Foden fit.
yeah, it would be Cole Palmer, which I think is a decent choice. Like if he can
Yeah.
find form, and then
Yeah.
think about
Liverpool.
think about Salah's longevity. That he was the only person from this graphic still doing it up to last season.
Literally. Even De Bruyne was out last season.
Yeah.
So where does that put where does that put the Liverpool representative as who? Van
Uh,
Dijk?
At the moment, I would probably say, I mean, you could say Van Dijk, but if you're looking towards the future a little bit more, I would put forward Ekitike or
can see
Isak,
Wow.
depending on next season if he can regain his form.
Nah,
I
you
can
can't put
I put
Isak. It has to be
Ekitike.
Ekitike.
I can see Ekitike like becoming like really making a career at Liverpool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could like see him like
I hope so.
I could seeing it like the first season's been rocky, but I feel like he has enough talent where like I could see him like staying there a long time and like becoming that guy for Liverpool.
I
I
can
could
see
see
it.
it.
So just to go through those again, we would put consensus on Arsenal. I think it might be Rice. Just
Let's
because
just put Rice for now.
He has nice hair.
low key, but Gabriel is lit he I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
We
you
could
don't want
talk.
to put a center back on a graphic.
I know, but that just becomes like a logistic thing. But if we're actually really doing the best representative, don't you think it's Gabriel?
Everything is a logistics thing.
You felt
Okay.
free as fuck
What?
saying that.
No,
All
what is
right.
that?
Okay, so then we have we'll say Rice, Bruno Fernandes, Haaland. We'll switch out Tottenham
Cole
for
Palmer,
Cole Palmer and then
Ekitike.
Ekitike.
I
Is
just
that
I
don't
don't
you know
think
what?
that's
Yeah, go
controversial at
ahead.
all. I think most people would agree with that.
agree. Do you think there's any chance Harvey Barnes goes? I like Harvey Barnes.
Goes
Into this
where? To a
graphic?
different team.
No, to
Oh.
England. I think
What would he play? Left wing?
couldn't you see him like coming like 80th minute against like Netherlands and then like scoring a screamer, bro? Come on. I see
I
it.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
He runs on.
Yeah. But I guess that's it for this video. We'll definitely be back when the week of Premier League football finishes up and resumes. We're very excited for that. But until then, does anyone else have anything else to add? No, I don't think so. So that's been us. You can catch us at Educational Football Instagram or this YouTube channel. But if you've watched, thanks for watching. I know you didn't watch. Nobody will be
Yo,
seeing this
yo,
because
yo.
nobody's
Yo,
watching.
shout out Virginia Tech. Shout out to all the fans. Come on.
Okay, well, that's been us. We'll see you guys in the next one.
This has been
Thank you for watching. This has been
educational
Educational
football.
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 Good work, guys.